Yo, what's up? You know what time it is. Frank Bay Boxing in the building with the homie Fun Truck already. What's up, Fun Truck? Like and subscribe to Fun Truck. He drops that boxing shit too. We're gonna cook. Looks like people are already talking about Davina Hanky, Ryan Garcia bullshit. Ryan is juiced to the gills. That's what the people are saying. What do you guys think? If you look at the thumbnail, but Davina Hanky is completely normal. Other boxing news, Earl Spence return. Not sure if you guys care about that. Yesterday we cooked on Shakir Twitter saying, but Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. Let's get to some boxing. Let me just drop the intro and we'll get started.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay boxing talking boxing shit. Say you got an opinion, but you don't say it. Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. That's right, Frank motherfucking Bay. Frank Bay, Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. Frank Bay, Frank Bay, Frank motherfucking Bay. Ho.
Damn, my mic was muted again. Sorry about that. So let's talk about Rai, King Rai. They're mad, they're angry, they're pissed off. Oh, he's coming off a title shot, off a loss. Although we just seen thank you. I keep making that mistake because I'm doing the intro. I'm trying to get the hang of it, all right? Bear with me. Stop hating. Nah, I'm just playing, man. That was lame. But man, Ryan Garcia is getting a shot after a loss. We just Brandon Figueroa got the shot. The guy that Poo Poo Carrington just fought, he was coming off a loss. So it happens. Dubois is gonna fight Wardley, I guess, for a belt coming off a loss. So it's just selective outrage. Look, everybody hates Ryan, and I get it. No, people are not big of a fan of Ryan because he says crazy shit. Mexican boxing is superior. That's right. The most champions, right? Is that they count the Mexican Americans for the Americans. But man, salute. Murataya is talking about calling out William Zepeda, Cameron. What do you guys think about that? That's an intriguing fight. We still got Navarrete and Nunes at the end of the month. No boxing this weekend. So it's kind of hard to do material, right? So I'm just going to talk about the shit that I'm seeing on social media with Ryan Garcia. I guess there was a press conference today. We could go over that. There's that to go over. They've done a face-off. Ryan's been doing his promos. He's been a cook. Yo, McSmith, McSick, Lord Chilaquiles. Boxing will never leave you. A legend in the YTBC. For anybody who doesn't know, the YTBC is the YouTube boxing community, and I guess that includes the people in the chat, Frank Bay, Fun Truck, he does a channel. What we're looking for is boxing knowledge and entertainment. So hopefully I can give you some knowledge with a little bit of entertainment. That is the point of the Frank Bay show. If Ryan Garcia wins against Barrios, Keyshawn Shakur won't fight Ryan at 147. Well, Shakir Twitterson's already calling out Conor Ben, Ryan Garcia. He's calling out Pitbull. The one person he's not calling out is Davina Hanky. So there was some news on Davina Hanky, and John Blaze hates when I do it, but I called it. I told you what Davina Hanky was going to do. I called it in a live before. People have come at Frank Bay, and I'm going to play that clip too. This is why I do the show, and to be held accountable for the things that I say. I can back up the things that I say. I got Canelo wrong, okay? I got Canelo Crawford wrong. I got William Zepeda wrong. I got Tiafimo wrong. But you know what I always say? I'm betting what I want. You know, I always want a dime, but sometimes you pound a torta. You know, you don't always leave the club with a 9 and a 10. Come on, last call. You know what you're going for. You go for what's in the dark. You know, it's dark in the club. You're making out, and then you pull out a wildebeest. Come on. We all been there, right? Stop lying if you say you always pull dimes. Can't believe casuals really buy the Austrian nonsense. Yes. I done lives on it. It was very shady. You know, Sean Haney, I guess Davina Hankey's brother, he said that he had a dream about it. But you know, if you looked at the thumbnail, the crazy thing is they say Ryan's juicing, right? He's training. He looks massive. Pause. But they think that Davina Hankey is completely normal. Right, that the way he's built, his body type is completely normal. Nothing suspicious about it at all. We've all had a Gorlock facts. I don't know about Gorlock, but we've all had the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. at the club wildebeest moment. You know, I'm not lying. I've literally been drunk as fuck at a club, right, and left, and I didn't know what I was making out with. I'm sorry. And then I left the club and then I had to run, you know, and she chased me down in the parking lot, tried to attack me. Davina Hankey is juiced to, yeah, look at the thumbnail that I posted. Please. That Mutt Haney's brother looks weird. He does. He's a very strange, and he's the one that started that brawl. He was talking shit. And that's when Tiger Johnson, I guess he got jumped because Haney's brother was talking shit. And then that's when Haney's team said, oh, you're talking shit to a kid. So his little punk ass was is a little shit talker. As long as it's a girl. Yes, I did a cup check. That's what you know, now day and age with the amount of Transformers, you know, you got to do a cup check, you know, and I hope you guys you've all learned that lesson. You know what I'm saying? And if she don't let you do a cup check, then, you know, check the Adam's apple. You know what I'm saying? Just word to the wise, you know, because at 2 a.m. you're drunk, you're tipsy, you know, you lose a little bit of judgment. Not just say that much, you know. And but yeah, you know that Davina Hankey worked with Victor Conte. He's worked with the known drug cheat, but somehow he gets a pass and he's completely built normally. Even though you look at his fight at 147, he was shrinking down. Right? Shrinking down and making 135 how he looks, right? So this is if you look at the Twitter feed, right? My tweeter feed. I don't know if you guys are on X. You know, I know the homie John Blaze is on X. Go subscribe. Well, I guess it's follow him on X. Technique says, how the fuck did Ryan lose to Rolly though? He looked like real booty cheeks on that one. Well, that's the thing, is that they're saying that that's why he lost, because he was off the juicy A, you know? The juice, man. It's the juice, man. So I'm on my feed, and you know, this guy, I guess he goes by Respect Ring Media. He says, making a public call out right now for Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios to post all their positive and negative VADA drug tests before 6 p.m. today. Normal playing games. We want to know how many times y'all been tested and for what duration. Your names are not on VADA. So Ryan had actually made a public statement saying that he is doing VADA testing, right? Drug testing companies like VADA protect Black American boxers. You know, I wouldn't doubt it, but it still takes money. So Rolly was probably Ryan was probably injured for Rolly. Yeah, that's what he claims. He has a segment on the new Ring podcast, and he's talking about you know, he didn't feel right, he wasn't training hard. So people automatically assume, well, then he must be juicing. Look how he looked against Rolly and against Ryan. I mean, against Davina. The booty juice. Yes, the booty juice. Some guys are dirty dogs and like that. Like a little whiff. Who the fuck is that boy? Did he call out Haney Shakir to post the results? It's just the Ryan hate club. Haney want Ryan to sign up 3. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to, John Blaze. I seen that. You seen that. VADA 365. Shakur wants him to do rehydration. They scare Ryan. Exactly. But they get a pass. That's the bullshit, right? That's the bullshit of the cuck media. These black dudes on Twitter never call Roy Jones and James Toney drug teats. Of course not. That's their idols. Look, Ryan got popped, okay? So if they accuse Frank Bay of being biased and he's just favoring Latino fighters, don't like black fighters, whatever, bro. Look, I've said Bam is on Snack. Look, if you're not on Snack, you're probably doing it wrong. All of Robert Garcia's fighters are on Snack. Robert actively promotes for Snack. These bums always look for advantages. Stank did the same thing. Oh, with the rehydration clause, damn near killing Ryan Garcia. It's a dirty little secret, man. It's a dirty little secret in the boxing establishment. It's the complexion for the protection. It is what it is, but that's what we're here to talk about. Frank Bay is calling the double standard, the biasness out, right? You can call it racial biasness, or Ryan Garcia is a star. Davina Hanke is a supposed star. Whatever the bias is, it's a bias. Black American boxers are new on PEDs. I don't know about new. Look, you could probably bet most athletes are allegedly doing PEDs, and it doesn't even mean that they're cheating necessarily with steroids. A lot of it is for cutting weight. You know, Oscar Valdez got popped for like a tea, but it's really just a weight cutting agent. Ryan was not on steroids. He got busted for Osterine, which is not a steroid. And the levels were so low they just said it was contamination, and it's been proven before that Osterine is used in products in those shit, man. I just lost my train of thought. They're used in supplements. If you go to GNC, you go to different, if you're working out, you use supplements. And those supplements have a lot of weird ingredients, You really got to be careful. Tyson, Holyfield, Ali were all juiced. Exactly. And that's the thing. If they say, well, Davina Hanke, working with Victor Conte, nothing suspicious. He never popped. And the key is undetectable. That's what Victor Conte bragged about, having an undetectable steroid. This is X. It looks like Ryan Garcia is off Haney hit list. So Devin Haney, somebody said Fluffy the Superstar, if you guys know who he is, he's a YouTube personality. He says, if Ryan wins and looks sharp, does that put him back in the mix for you? Or are you strictly focused on challenges at 147? Davina Hanke pops back. Ship sailed when he dropped out of VADA testing. So this is what it is. I call it out. I wish I could pull up the live for you that I did. But I basically gave you the outline of what Davina Hanke was going to do. Let's see. Black American boxers have more advanced PDs than Mexicans and European boxers. Well, being in the States, being that Victor Conte probably has acolytes, has understudies. As long as you got the money, man, you could do anything you want in this life. We're seeing that in the politics, right? The rich, powerful elite can do whatever they want. As long as you have enough money, the world is yours. Tony Montana said it. I'm watching, I see a movie called Megan. And it hit me. I guess Megan, it's about some cyborg, robot, but looks human. It's like a horror movie / thriller. But it just reminded me that, technology is advanced so far. Right, we're really advanced, with ChatGPT, with AI taking over. The world is becoming more technological, right? And it's far more advanced than we even know, right? Because they don't release things that the public is the last to know. But that goes for performing sports, for sports as well, for performance enhancing drugs. The industry, the people that make these are years. That's what Victor Conte said. He says, dude, I'm so far advanced. I'm 5 years ahead of the testing. He bragged that he was no later than 2 years ahead of the testing. He helped make the tests. So if you make the test, you definitely can beat the test. He said he knows what to look for. They're doing the VADA testing because they have their own testing measurements. So they're going to get tested before they get tested, if that makes sense. They're paying tens of thousands of dollars for lab work every day. if you want to get on any kind of supplement or testosterone replacement or anything that people are into nowadays, you go get lab work, blood work. You really got to be careful with this shit. But that's what these people are doing. Wow, John Blaze, a little disrespectful, but hey, you feel how you feel. He was a villain, but somehow this guy gets a pass. He was a villain and he gets a pass. Look, man, in this type of sport with millions of dollars on the line, you don't think these athletes are going to pay for whatever it takes? If it's the difference between me making 2 million or 10 million? I mean, you see that they look like zombies at the weigh-in. Eric Gomez, salute. I was born ready. Lord Chilaquiles, boxing will never leave you. Hit the like, guys. If you're here, please hit the like. It really appreciate it. It really helps. Eric Gomez, I was born ready. Exactly. The top athletes have popped. Canelo, David Benavidez got busted for drugs. It's who else? Shakira and Keyshawn blew weight. These things happen, man. Maybe, there's a reason they only fight once a year. There's a reason Snackford fought once a year. Well, even over a year. There's a reason a lot of these guys only fight once a year up to like a year and a half, right? Exactly. Respect. But what do you guys think? Is Ryan Garcia juicing again? Does he look suspicious? No snack, no life. Exactly. Now, look, man. I'm going to be honest. It looks suspicious. It does. He looks even bigger than he did training for Davina Hanke. Is it suspicious? Knowing his past history? Yes. I have to agree. It is suspicious. I don't think there's any way you can get around it. You can't deny that he popped, right? There should be a second drug testing company formed from American every fighter. Well, that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the thing is that these guys work with Snack. They work with VADA, right? There's also another company called USADA. So there's not many choices and not many independent choices. So it's kind of a pigeonhole, right? If you say, hey, no, you know what? I'm a little suspicious of this VADA. I want to do my own. Oh, well, then you must be cheating. You can't use your own. That's a conflict of interest. It's like, no, I don't want to use that company. I prefer to use one that I trust. So they kind of got you in a box. Is if you don't go about it, then you're cheating. You're guilty. You can't have your own independent research. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like if you were on trial, if you were in court or something, and the people said, no, you have to hire an attorney or you have to hire an investigation from this company. That's all you're allowed to. And it's like, wait a minute. How do I know that they're not beholden to you, that there's not a conflict of interest with you? Bunch of cheaters. Haney snack, Bud snack, Shakur snack. We all snack now. That's the crazy thing, though, is you got to have the bread, man. It takes... I thought I heard anything with the all year around VADA testing is anywhere from like $25,000 to $50,000. I mean, the shit isn't cheap, man. VADA is an American drug testing company. Yeah, no, I know that. And they say that the promoters are supposed to help pay. That's where the money's supposed to come. Bam is snack ready. And I don't hate them for that. Look, man, it's a dog eat dog world. You need any edge that you can get. Like if he's cheating, I'm gonna cheat. Frank Bay doesn't advocate for cheating, but I do understand that other people cheat. I play. My game of choice is poker. People cheat all the time. In Vegas, people they kick out people that are counting cards. People are cheating everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? At your job, at your work. Wherever you go, people are cheating to get an edge. Your coworker is cheating. You know what I'm saying? In any business, people are cheating. Whenever there's money or prestige or power involved, politics, people are cheating. Notice how the snack fighters never fight each other. Good observation. The boxing establishment always protects these Euro bums. They're protecting their bottom line, man. A lot of money is involved in these fights. That's how everybody gets paid. They get paid from the DAZN, from the network. They get paid from Zuffa Boxing. Everybody eats off the boxer. You got them X-ray poker glasses? I wish, but you know what? I used to play online poker. And then they all got taken down because people were cheating. I guess there was this big, that's how the NFL, they caught those people gambling, right? They were cheating in online gambling. They were using like x-ray technology. I seen that people have been wearing contact lenses at tables. They're busting people in China for that. It's crazy, man. But everybody in life is trying to gain an edge, That goes for anything and everything we do. It's competitive. You're in a competitive world. People want your position. You may not think people do, but they do. You never know who's jealous, right? So that's what it looks like, man. People are just jealous of Ryan Garcia. They don't want to see him win. It's funny. Luis Ortiz and other fighters popped dirty after they left Conte and Snack. Yeah, I've heard of that. But that's what Victor Conte bragged about, is that he could beat the test. Not even the steroid. It was like he made the test. He knows how to beat the test. He's 2 years ahead of the test, if not 5 years ahead of the test. Al on Snack or AI on Snack. So who you guys got, man? Mario Barrios or Ryan Garcia? Is this a fight that people are excited about? Jealousy for Canelo? Yeah, well, Canelo, he got exonerated. It was tainted meat. He got suspended. He took his lumps, but to this day, he's Canelo Alvarez. That's how people see him, view him. They'll always see and view him that way. But the crazy thing is Roy Jones Jr., Shane Mosley, James Toney, as someone said, Pop, and they're still considered legends. I got Ryan. Won't be surprised if Barrio wins. He's big as shit compared to Ryan. He was wearing lifts that show. Ryan by KO returns to the throne and the crown. You're gonna see a lot of people upset if Ryan Garcia wins. I mean, they're already pissed off that he's getting a title shot. When it was first announced, that's all I seen. Oh my God, I can't believe Ryan Garcia got a title shot. How dare he? It's like, bro, that's business. Who do you think Mario Barrios preferred to fight? Let me ask you that. Who did Mario Barrios prefer to fight? Lewis Crocker? Rolly Romero? Davina Hankey? Or Ryan Garcia? Who's going to make you the most money? It was Mario Barrios. He's the one that decided. No one pops when on Snack, only when not on Snack. Something makes you go, But see, they don't want you to question that. That's the thing. It's weaponized drug testing. Again, if you don't want to go with VADA, you want to do your own independent drug testing that you're going to pay for because you pay for VADA, they're going to say it's a conflict of interest and you're a cheater. That's the thing about the internet, right? About everybody has a voice. The chat. You guys can say that Frank Bay is cheating. Anybody anywhere can just accuse you of anything that they want. That's just the way life works, right? If they don't like you, right? If someone at work don't like you, they can say, hey, Frank Bay's taking too long of a break. And trust me, I've been there. And I'm sure some of you, people have hated on me, at various times. I had no idea. I thought people were my coworkers, friends, and the boss comes up to me, Frank, what do you think about this situation? I'm like, oh, this guy's he's trying to rat me out, even though I'm pretty upstanding. I've never stolen, I've never did anything dirty, at a job, but people wanted my position. They were just hating. I'm on Snack, don't tell Wada on me. Jed cheats. That's the old saying, though. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Look, it's a lot of money on the line on these fights. Africans for Frank Bay. How about everybody for Frank Bay? Everybody. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody. Frank Bay hates on nobody. Nobody. Just the fakes and the phonies, the fake ones. The people that smile on your face and stab you in the back. There's those people. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm not gonna be for everybody because I say certain things. I'm gonna say certain things that people don't like, and you just gotta be okay with that, right? The one thing they can't call you is boring. That's it. No cheat, no trying, Canelo voice. That's the thing, though. Everybody's always gonna hold that against them, and fine, it's fair. Like I said, people can accuse anybody of anything. That's the sad reality, and a lot of times they don't need proof. You know what I'm saying? Or you did something wrong in the past, and like let's say maybe you pushed a girl and you got in trouble, right? And they think you're a woman beater, right? It happens. It happens. People can hold things against you. Frank Bay is facing in the Bay, mate. That's right. I don't like you. I don't like you. Trigger the hangout spot with the nicknames. Hey man, people get upset with that shit, and I understand. They think that they think you're trolling, but I'm not trolling. I genuinely mean what I say. Did you know Tyson Fury had a dumbbell in his glove while fighting Wilder? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Hey, Tyson Fury is another guy who popped. He popped. But you don't think AJ is on something? I mean, look at the guy. Look, man, everybody's on something. Shit, when I work out and I gain weight, I had to take different supplements, you know, and it's not cheap. I'm spending $100 a month to get all beefy and big, man. Frank Bay used to be yoked out of muscles, man. But that shit gets expensive and it gets tiring, and a lot of times you don't even know what you're putting in your body. So Davina Hankey, as you see on the screen, he says no more Ryan Garcia, which I called. Okay, on one of my lives, I said, you know, the best thing for Davina Hankey to do, what I think he will do, is he will avoid Ryan Garcia. Yeah, but nobody brings that up anymore. It's called selective outrage. People pick and choose when they want to be upset. It's just like with Ryan Garcia fighting for a title after a loss, right? We just seen Figueroa do it, and we seen Castro do it against Pupu. Iglesias, this guy, the guy that lost fight, Iglesias, he's getting a title shot coming off a loss. I think Hamza Shiraz came off a draw getting a title shot. Dubois is getting a title shot. And nobody really cares. And I had said that before, too. I said, you know, when Matias popped dirty, was able to fight again, I said, you know, notice how they're not doing all this outrage. They're not completely upset. They just want to pick and target who they want to target. They just don't like Ryan Garcia. And it's okay not to like people. I get accused of being an extremely Ryan fanatic because I have a damn avatar, and I'm just like, it's a funny picture, and it's being kind of ironic. Filipinos for Frank Day, Manny Pacquiao. Exactly. I like that, like my promoter. That's fucked up. No, don't do that. That's racist. Manny was great, man. And there's another one. They accused him, and you know what the crazy thing is? He never popped. In fact, Rob Mayweather, the one who actually got in trouble, right, for using illegal IVs, but they just completely forget about that. Everybody forgot about that, right? So Davina Hankey, I laid out what he was gonna do. I said, you know what? If I'm Davina Hankey and Team Haney, what I don't do is fight Ryan Garcia. Now, why would I say that? I said, you know what? Because 147 is such a watered down, weak division. You know what Davina Hankey should do is just go after belts, because he can't afford another loss to Ryan Garcia. Now imagine Davina Hankey and Ryan fight in the summer, right? Ryan wins the championship, they do unification, and Ryan kicks his ass again. And this time it's official. He doesn't get in trouble. Davina Hankey's career is over. It's over. Manny, major league cheater. Whoa, he never got popped though. I told everybody, Frankie Jr. Lopez. No, but I did. I told you, I laid this out before. I'll give you the clip what Davina Hankey was gonna do. I said his best bet is to avoid Ryan Garcia, and don't be surprised if it happens. Did Durant cheat? Yes, no, discuss. What's there to discuss? Did he cheat? Again, allegedly, everybody's cheating, man. Everybody, everywhere, in anything they do. Them brothers get that high ankle bone. I don't even know what that means. Look, man, this is high stakes. This is for all the marbles. Davina Hankey cannot suffer another loss to Ryan Garcia. His best bet is to avoid him. Debo Haney can't afford a loss. Yeah. Imagine if he loses to Ryan Garcia again, and it's on an even playing field, and there's no drugs involved this time. There's no weight clause. There's nothing. Jimmy the Greek was right. You lost me. more LGBTQ tuning for Ryan than Elton John. I'm sure he has that big of a fan base. But again, boxing is bigger than ever, and you need all the fans you can get. You know, if you get 1 million Instagram followers, right? I'm sure 10% of them are the other side, play for the other team, you know, or play for the same team. However you want to look at it. So I'm gonna drop the link. You could talk about what you want to talk about. It is always Free Smoke with Frank Bay. We could talk, but the topic today is King Rye, Lion Ryan, Crying Ryan, right? The boxing's most hated. Like, subscribe, share. Lord Chilaquitas, boxing will never leave you. We're cooking with hot fire, grease. All the teeny boppers fuck with Ryan. Well, that's what you need in this day and age. You need everybody. You need everybody, you know. Debo lost to Ice Cube on Friday. Debo Haney name will backfire. Yeah, that's the lamest thing I ever seen, Debo Haney. He don't beat anybody up. That's the crazy thing. He don't beat nobody up. That's right, John McSmith. Let somebody know, you know, fuck with it. You know, come challenge me. Say, Frank Bay, you don't know shit. You don't know boxing. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I need that in my life. I like the haters. You know what I'm saying? The haters keep you on your toes. If you didn't know, now you know, right? The haters, that's one thing in life, man. The haters keep you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? Your friends, you know, they might give you compliments, but they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your friends don't want to see you succeed. You know what I'm saying? But that's life, ain't it? Jump up McSmith. McSmith be cooking in the chat. You know what I'm saying? He cooked all y'all's. So who is anybody going for Mario Barrios? Does anybody think that Mario Barrios can win? You know Mario Barrios bagged Brandon Figueroa's sister. Ryan is the new face of boxing. Love it or hate it, 50 Cent voice. That's right. You know, he was close, man. I mean, he was always predicted to have the opportunity to be the face of boxing. You know, and he stepped up against Tank Davis, and now they said that sold 1 million pay-per-views. So he always had the potential, but that loss to Raleigh, man, that was really bad. That's a really bad loss, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. That is just a terrible, terrible loss. It's almost an unforgivable loss. Is anybody going for the Aztec Warrior? Let a player know. Is anybody going for Mario Barrios? I guess not, man. Timu Aztec Warrior. John Blaze put some respect on McSmith's name. He said he's retired. Barrios getting destroyed. Look, man, I said it before. This is his last chance, man. This is Ryan Garcia's last opportunity. If he loses to this, I don't know. I think his career's over. His career's pretty much finished. What do you guys think? Is Ryan's career finished if he loses to Mario Barrios? I mean, people said it was after losing. He lost to Rolly Romero. Yikes, man. That was pretty brutal. He isn't no Aztec Warrior, just a regular from San Antonio. He's Tejano, right? I'm going for Figueroa's sister, not Barrios. You know, it's crazy, and she always wore those like jumpsuits, right? Like see-through, like it was like painted on. You know, that's the crazy thing is chicks like that wear stuff like that, and then you're not supposed to look. He lost to Rolly, yeah, and it was bad. Like he didn't really even put up a fight. You know, ugly. So here's the clip. Do you guys remember this, Mope? He came on and told me this wasn't happening. Let me see if I can play it for you guys. BDA, and they said Artie Puello's going to.
So yeah, I mean, I'll start off by saying I supported Ryan when he took a knee and quit 30 miles per hour and driving at 80 miles per hour. Ryan was juiced up and he was energized when he fought Devin.
This guy, he came on and told me that this fight wasn't going to happen. He said it's not going to happen, that Ryan was juicing, and this was months ago. They just hate Ryan Garcia. You know, I don't know how to explain it. So is it anybody betting on Mario Barrios? Are you guys gonna buy the fight? It is a good undercard, right? You got Antoine Russell, Andy Hiroka. It got what about Richardson Hitchinson versus Duarte? What do you guys think about that? Do you remember that, Eric Gomez? It was a while back, man. But this guy came on, some low talking mope, and he came on, was trying to tell me it was a fake contract and it wasn't gonna happen. And I said, hey, bro, come back when the fight happens. And he was just crying the whole time. I said, you know, you're gonna be crying harder if Ryan Garcia becomes champion. And that's what I'm hoping for. You know, I was hoping Teofimo could save us from boxing, but Teofimo had always shown a certain weakness. You know what I'm saying? He always said that they were the best and this and that, and nobody could beat him. Him and his dad, they looked up to Ali, and it just kind of showed you that he had in his mind, he didn't think he could beat Shakira, that he was just better. Hitchinson for Duarte fight of the year. I want to say that Hitchinson was probably going to bat foot bitch it though. You know, Duarte is going to have the fight of his life. Tio wet the bed with Shakur. That's what most people are saying, bro. That is the consensus. That is what most people believe. And you can't change my mind. It'll be like Broner McDonald. You know, that's a good analogy. I think you might be onto something. I hope, you know, Duarte is going to have to fight like he's never fought before, man. I mean, look, I know we don't like Hitchinson's, but he's not a bad fighter. He's decent. He has weaknesses. He got pieced up by Lemos, but it's not going to be easy. Duarte is going to have to catch him. That's going to be the simple end of it. If you think Hitchinson is going to stand there and bang, then you got another thing coming. These guys, they tell you all the time, I don't need to fight like that. That's Rock'em Sock'em. You know, I made a short about the Brandon Figueroa. Check out my short, man. Hit the like, Lord Chilaquiles. Boxing will never leave you. Look at that Figueroa. I did a short, and all I got was, oh, you like Rock'em Sock'em. You like low IQ fighters. There is a lot of people that really, I don't know. I don't think they do, but they say they like Shakira, and that's boxing. That's real boxing. Fight of the year, Figueroa Ball. Yep. Lemos beat Bitchinson's. I thought so too. I thought he got robbed, but that's the boxing establishment. You know, they got the complexion for the protection. They favor certain fighters, and it was Hitchinson's on the DAZN card. Lemos was never gonna win that fight. You know, he would have had to knock out Hitchinson. You know what I'm saying? That's just boxing, bro. You have to understand that that's a reality. You gotta, a lot of times you have to know you need a knockout. I don't know what people are thinking, man. This is boxing, bro. Low IQ boxing is running afraid to engage, but they tell you that's the sweet science. It's hit and not be hit. That's all I kept getting. That is hit and not be hit. And I said, bro, when did we accept this weenie shit? When did we accept this weenie ass style of boxing? You know what I'm saying? This was funny today. I seen this. He says, if you ain't see that Teofimo was a fixed fight, and it's this video, you a crackhead. This is hilarious. Maybe play a few.
Looks when you look all right, but what you should have been worried about is your life. Tack kid to crack kid, you really look a mess with your free base. And
you hear that? You're a crackhead. You're a crackhead if you think Teofimo and Shakur was a real fight. Duarte is a bigger puncher than Keyshawn. LOL. Yeah, man. It's some funny shit on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Going through, seeing what people are saying about the fights, the fighters, you know, what people are saying about Ryan and Mario Barrios. But look, it's a good card. I think it's a hell of a card, and it should be exciting, man. You know, people are predicting that someone's gonna get knocked out. I'd hate for it to be Ryan Garcia. You know, I think he has the biggest upside. He can make noise. You know, imagine if Ryan pulls it off, man. He becomes the champion. Do you know how many people are going to be pissed off, upset, sad, in tears? That's all I really want to see. You know, it's just people upset, crying. That's it. That's it. You know, I just like to see people in tears over the boxing shit. Snack is the new crack, changed my mind. That's a good one. Modueno had no bruises and scars after the Keyshawn fight. Another overrated fighter, Keisha Davis. And like I said, they're back saying they're never going to fight. And all these guys, they're allowed to duck. When was it okay that people are allowed to duck? I don't understand this. So I seen this interesting thing. And if anybody doesn't believe there's a protected class, that these guys don't have a pact, that they avoid each other for a reason, then you need to look no further than this video. All right, I'm going to play it for you. And tell me what you think.
Like this for y'all. Since y'all thinking ain't no love over here. Put the quiet on here.
How did y'all meet? How did y'all meet? Hold on.
Okay.
I want to say something too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want me and this dude
let's get this clear.
to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying. We have some flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying. We're getting a lot of money and we're doing some big things. And it's only the sky's the limit for both of us, all three of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but you know what I'm saying. We're gonna keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we're supposed to.
And ain't no way.
So there you go. Did you guys hear what he said? And they look real. This looks like a real fruit cup situation. Frank Bay likes tears of pain from his haters. That's the funnest thing. This is why we do it, man. You know, it's entertainment. Nation of Islam, Haney say light-skinned dudes. They're telling you they're not ever gonna fight. None of these guys are gonna fight. And this new guy, Abazaba Mason, he's part of it. They're all part of the same crew. Wake the fuck up. You see these guys, they go back and forth, the Haneyacks, the Stank Davis fans, the Shakira Twitter fans, they're all beefing, and they don't understand behind the scenes, these guys already agreed they're not going to fight. And they're just conning the public. They're conning the boxing media. And the boxing media will see something like this. Frank Bay will show you, and you'll go to YouTube channels or you go to YouTube people talking about boxing, and they'll never bring this up. They'll never say these guys are not going to fight. There's an agenda here. He told you, we're not going to fight. We're boys. We're homies. You know, I mean, maybe there's some jealousy. Maybe they go back and forth. But, you know, it's just talking shit. You know, people talk shit to each other. It's all about the bling. You know, they want to one-up each other. They bang each other's hoes. But when it comes to boxing, these guys ain't going to fight. They just told you.
Because we young, you know what I'm saying. We have some flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying. We're getting a lot of money and we're doing some big things. And it's only, well, they want me and this dude
let's get this clear.
to be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young.
He just told you they want us to beat. They want us to go at it, i.e. fight, and it ain't going to happen. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, this is what it is, man. They made pacts, they made deals behind the scenes. They said we're gonna beat up we're gonna just fight older Mexicans, Europeans, UK guys, and we're just gonna hustle the public. We're not gonna fight each other, and they're gonna prop us up because they want another Mayweather. They say Canelo bad for saying I won't fight my fellow Mexican countrymen, but the same people stay quiet when these guys say we can't fight, we boys. They're scared of other blacks. I don't know. Maybe, but it just, you got to call it out. He's telling you. They're telling you. Who knows what happens behind the scenes? I mean, just look at them. This is a real fruit cup situation. And if you go online, if you go on Twitter, if you go around YouTube, these guys have pages and channels dedicated to them, and then they beef with the other side as if there's like real bad blood, and there's not. They're just getting conned. Did you see that UFC fighter punking Shakur in butt? Yeah, he called him out. He called Shakur. He said, "You're a little bitch." Everybody's been calling this guy out. I showed you the clips of people saying it was a shit show, it was boring, nobody gives a fuck, and you still got people saying, "Oh, it wasn't boring." They're trying to convince you that Shakir is the face of boxing. No, man, it's boring. It sucks. And then you got these guys telling you they're not gonna fight. Now you have Davina Hanke today telling you he's not fighting Ryan Garcia, and they're gonna say, "Oh wow, that's great. Oh yeah, he shouldn't. He's a cheat." He said that he would kill Shakur in the streets, and he also said he sucks. He says, "Oh, you just ran around, jab and grab." Lord Chilaquiles, exactly. Frank Bay is gonna tell you this. Frank Bay is gonna show you what's behind the curtain. Now I don't know it all. Sweet science equals boring. It's worse than boring. It's worse than boring because you're spending money. I can be bored at home by myself. You understand what I'm saying? You know, chicks, sometimes a chick will bore you. You know what I'm saying? After you hit it, are you really interested in her anymore? She's like boring. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're around the homies and you're like, bro, you just say the same thing, I'm out. So don't tell me that that's what it is. No, people pay their money to be entertained. They want some kind of form of entertainment. You understand what I'm saying? When you take a chick out, you know, or you take her out, she wants you to entertain her. She wants to be entertained. I told you, the worst thing you can do with anything and anybody, anywhere, anytime is be boring. And people are seeing it. It's like going to the movies and the movie sucks, but there was a good actor in it. Well, what's worse is the person, maybe you go with somebody and they keep trying to tell you, thank you. They keep trying to tell you, oh no, you just didn't understand the movie. That's what it is. They try to make you feel stupid because they're trying to tell you, oh, you just didn't get it. Like you're not smart enough. You know, it's very condescending. Oh, you just didn't get it. It's like, no, when people try to convince you that you just don't get it, then they're delusional, right? It was boring. You know, it's boring. The other people you talk to say, oh yeah, that was boring. I didn't even finish the movie. And you have some bozo trying to tell you just don't get it. You know, maybe because that's their favorite actor. That's a good analogy, right? It's their favorite actor and their feelings get hurt that you didn't like the movie, right? Because their favorite actor was in it. Even though in their heart, they know it was a dull movie. They know it was boring. But because it's their favorite actor and they're like obsessed, they try to convince themselves that it wasn't boring, right? And they try to tell everybody, you just don't get it. I got Dumb and Dumber from what? That's a hilarious movie. That's a great movie. They mad at you, got a different opinion, but trying to call you a casual because short fighting like a biatch. Not just that, everybody's saying it. You did get it, code for I am calm man, listen to me. Oh, you didn't get it for I am calm man, listen to me. Yeah, it's a con job. They're trying to convince you that you need to pay to watch these guys. Even though they're boring, and you need to watch it for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Then you got this episode. They're trying to tell you, these guys just told you their boys are not going to fight. It's some real pussified shit. Davina Hanke's not going to fight Ryan. He's juicing. You know, the whole nine. And it's all excuses. Hit the link, hit the like. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, has anybody else that you listen to or on social media said the things that I'm saying? Or have they been kind of pandering? Have they kind of like pussyfooted around it? Is there anybody that's really laid it in 3D in real life for you? Lord Fried Chicken is always hating on Ryan. It's just jealousy, man. It has to be jealousy. You know, I never believed jealousy was a real thing until you get some money or a position of power. Then you realize that people truly are jealous in their heart. I have to say that I've never been jealous. Only BDA, Sobe, Julio, and Frank keep it real. Thank you. Thank Mr. BDA for that. That's hit the like, subscribe for him. You know, jealousy is a real thing. You know, but there's a difference. There's okay, jealousy. I see a guy with a cool car with a bad bitch, and there's damn, man, you know, that's cool. He has a cool car, he has money or things like that, right? That's like a little form of jealousy, but it could be motivating, right? It could be motivating in the sense you go, you know what? I want a bad bitch. I want money. I want that house. I want that car. So you get motivated to work for it, right? Then there's the type of jealousy that these con men, that these weirdos have, and that's that they don't want their own, they want yours. They feel that you don't deserve it. And see, that's the tricky thing, right? You hear their lingo, the language, they talk about deserve. What somebody deserves. You know, my parents told me when I would be spoiled or I would have a tantrum and I thought I needed a toy or car or a video game, and you know, my parents told me, they said, Frank, why do you think you deserve it? You're not entitled to anything. You get because you earned it. We get you anything because we feel you did something for it. My parents never gave me anything. They always instilled in me that we don't give you shit, and you're not going to get shit if we don't feel like it. You understand what I'm saying? They maybe understand that you need to earn it, but that's the problem with jealousy, right? Jealous people, the truly jealous, when jealous is ugly, is they want what you have because they feel like you don't deserve it, that they're deserving of it. So watch when people use certain words and talking about what people have or what they don't have. It's very crucial. I deserve Barrio's girl. I'm gonna go get her, take her from me. I know. Why does he get to have her? Oh my gosh. Why is Ryan popular? Why does he get a title shot? Because Barrios chose him. You know, that's the other thing. If somebody has something you want, like a girl, right? Don't think of it as why does he deserve it. Think about it as why does she choose him? Sometimes the answer may surprise you. Barrios already left her. Did he? I thought they have kids and everything now. I thought I seen her at the press conference, just still in see-through stuff, see-through full body leotards. You know, you can see everything, and I mean everything. There's nothing left to the imagination. But you know what? If Ryan fails, then you know it's case closed. It's over. But do you guys want to see Ryan win? How do you guys feel about a Shakir Twitterson and Ryan Garcia fight? Is that something that you guys would be interested? Is it something we should be interested? Oh, damn, really? Well, what do you mean? Are you serious? Maybe they work things out. He left her? I thought they had kids already too, man. Damn, he's doing that good. You know, like Bivol bouncing on his chick when he make that money, like Budrick. Right, he left his chick off the bat. You know, Budrick got some money and left his main squeeze. That's messed up, man. But that's what happens, man. People could become too big and they leave their day ones. You know, I thought we were always about that. You know, you're supposed to stay loyal to the soil. You know, keep your day ones. But you know what, man? People get money and they change. That's just how it works sometimes, you know. But what do you guys think about if Ryan's successful? Should he go after Conor Benn? Should he go after Shakir Twitterson? What do you guys think that would be beneficial? Should Ryan try to get Haney to fight him? Or should he say, you know, I don't need Davina Hanke? The world is Ryan's, man. If he wins, it's a wrap. He might be a face of boxing again, man. With the title, with Davina Hanke ducking him. Who's seen that coming? Bud left his plump turkey white baby man's not loyal like Frank Bay. Exactly. That's crazy, man. She stuck with him when he was a nobody. He was a nobody, complaining, crying, wrestling men. You know, she's seen that. She sees him wrestling men. She probably knew. She knows what time it is, and she still was loyal. He didn't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Bad teeth. Always wearing a do-rag. Figueroa's sister and mom going crazy in the crowd after Figgy knockout was awesome, pure joy. Hey, man, that's what you do it for, right? The fam, the familia. So here's Ryan doing his bit. This is what they're pissed off about. So this guy says Ryan Garcia is privileged. So there it is. That's the white privilege, right? That's probably what he means. He's the beneficiary of boxing industrial complex. Like, whoa, this guy, this guy's making it like boxing is like freaking the labyrinth. There's an active grand conspiracy in play between corporate boxing media, sanctioning bodies, promoters, and athletic commissions to sanitize, whitewash. There it is, whitewash, and erase Ryan Garcia's drug cheating for real. For real, though. This guy's nuts. He's saying that there's a grand conspiracy. It's a boxing match, bro. What is whitewash about it? And just say white privilege, because that's what you mean. 1 second. It looks like we do have a guest. Let's see if it's a real guest, if they want to cook. If they have something to add. Yes, hello, Robert House.
Yo, nice to see you, bro. We're cooking from Vegas, bro. Coming live from Las Vegas, bro. What's going on, bro?
Oh, we're just cooking on Ryan. Bro. Cooking on Ryan, if he's a cheat or not.
Listen, bro. Listen, I think he might be a bit suspect, bro.
Might be a bit suspect, bro. Both ways.
Listen, bro. I'm just saying, bro. The Osterine, bro. You know, you get these crabs on the beach. They're taking the Osterine, bro. They're on the Osterine, bro.
The crabs
are taking the Osterine, bro.
Who's taking the Osterine?
Facts, bro. Facts. What the hell? Listen. Osterine, bro. Listen, bro. Osterine comes from crabs, bro. It comes from crabs, bro.
Okay. You mean consuming crabs, or you mean they use the crabs to make the Osterine?
I mean licking out the women's crabs, bro.
Oh, that's what you mean. That's gross.
Saying, bro.
Who would do that? That's disgusting.
Come on, bro. Like billions of men do that daily, bro.
No, they don't lick women with crabs. I don't know what kind of women these men or you're talking about. It's disgusting. You should know who you're licking.
Yo, bro, I just want to say, bro, like, listen, you know the Mario Barrios fight? I'll stop trolling. Trolling. I just think Mario Barrios has got a really big chance of winning that fight, you know. I can't see Ryan really doing much unless a fixed fight. I think it's going to be a fixed fight.
Damn, already? What makes you think that?
I just think it's going to be fixed, man. It's too sus. It's too sus.
Fixed for who?
Sus for Ryan Garcia to get a belt.
Okay, that's what. So you think Mario Barrios will throw the fight?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, 100%. I think he's going to throw the fight.
In what way? You mean just not compete or get knocked out? How do you see it going?
They're going to have to pay him at least 10 million. So if he gets 10 million, then he comes back on the rebound, maybe takes a Devin Haney type dude in the rematch. Not rematch, but his next fight. Because like he's done it before. He did it with Tank Davis. So like you can't really trust Mario Barrios, you know. He kind of took it. I think the Tank fight, he took a dive for that. Okay. But I'm serious. Yeah, that's my opinion, you know. It's my opinion.
No, you have it. Everybody has an opinion, right? That's yours.
Listen, bro, I better dip, bro. I gotta go back to work, bro. Gotta go back to work, bro. What respect, bro? Respect.
Salute Pigeon. Pigeon, a legend, a YTBC legend. When are we talking about the YouTube YTBC legends? That's right, man. Hey, and they love boxing, man. They love boxing. Pigeon loves boxing. He likes talking his shit. And everybody knows him. See, there you go. Pigeon is somebody who doesn't bore. Love him or hate him, he entertains. It just depends on what kind of your form of entertainment. He brought the joke of the day. Pigeon said you get Osterine from crabs. And then it was the kind that women have. And I said, whoa. I did not see that coming. You never know what you're going to get here, right? The Frank Bay Show, man. Bringing everybody, all walks of life. Like Eric Gomez says, man, Frank Bay is for everybody. You know, I have an open door policy, free schmizoke. So here's Ryan giving his breakdown. Did you guys see this? Ryan, man. He does himself no favors. But let's just hear what he has to say.
Where the disconnect was in my body. Because in the training camp, I couldn't train hard or good for more than 2 days straight. My body would be like rejecting a run, rejecting anything I was doing. It was like, damn, like what's wrong with me? I kept checking my.
Do we believe him? Do you guys believe him? Because this guy's saying that basically he couldn't train because he's not on the juice. That's what people are assuming from this. What do you guys think?
Blood, I kept checking everything. Like, whoa, something's going on. Like, I didn't realize that, you know, all the stupid shit you did throughout the year, it's hard to get out of your system in 2 months, and you're 30 pounds up, and your body ain't gonna be moving like a system.
Well, why are you doing that, Ryan? You shouldn't be doing that. You know, the greats, man, if you want to be great, you don't do this. You train as boxing. You need to be disciplined.
So it was just a big disconnect, but I didn't realize it at the time. It was just like, oh, I got to do this. And I tried to make way what I had. You know, he caught me with a shot, but it was more of a push on the second shot. He caught me one shot and then kind of pushed me, knocked me over because I was squared up. But I wasn't hurt at all.
Johnny Blaze says, I believe him, but no excuses. You still lost. No excuses. That's what we take, right? If you show up to your job late and drunk, there's no excuses. You can't say, hey, I was having a bad day. Your job is like, nah, bro, go home and you might be fired. John, okay, what happened? Yeah, Ryan saying he needs snack. Give Ryan some snack. Make it fair. There you go, man. Look, man, nobody's gonna feel sorry for Ryan Garcia. Oh, so here's this guy. Now, I feel like this is some homo thug type shit. It's a lot of fruit cup shit going on here. It's a lot to unpack, but somebody mentioned it, so we'll go over it. This guy, do you guys know who Joaquin Buckley is? He would kill him in a street fight. And then Bud said that he must have forgot they make switches for them kind of tough guys. So Bud is threatening being a criminal. Let's hear it.
He was with Bud, right? He thought boxing was way more entertaining than the UFC, right?
UFC would never be better than boxing at all. It ain't even close ever. The skill level is different.
Yeah.
Why does Bud talk like that? Like he has no personality. He has the personality of a bun cake. Look at him.
Corey Stevenson, he was with Bud, right? He thought boxing was way more entertaining than the UFC, right?
UFC would never be better than boxing at all. It ain't even close ever. The skill level is different.
Y'all boxers are so disrespectful. And I understand we don't get paid like y'all. We don't get money like y'all. But I tell you right now, we outwork every single boxer. Shakur, I'm on you. Even though you beat Timo, all that trash that he was doing.
He said Timo. This dude is hilarious. He said, even though you beat Timo.
You beat Timo, all that trash that he was doing. He's saying nigga, he throwing bananas at you and all that type of stuff, right?
Damn.
Yeah, you beat him. But you should have knocked his ass out cold.
See, what has Frank Bay been saying? Look at the comments that I get. All the hate. Racist, you don't like black fighters. This guy's black and he's saying it.
But you should have knocked his ass out cold. But because you worried about your little record, you want to blame it on, oh, well, it's the art of boxing. Or,
what did he just say? Oh, you want to blame it on that's the art of boxing.
I just want to show my jab all night. You a hoe.
You a hoe. And this homo thug is saying it. You a hoe. I need to clip that. Anytime somebody comes on with that shit, you a hoe. We need to make that another one. You a hoe.
I just want to show my jab all night. You a hoe. You a hoe. You ain't want to go out there and put on your best performance. Stop disrespecting us, bro. We are way more entertaining than y'all.
Boom. There it is. Man, Frank Bay feels vindicated. This is why I do it. This is a clippable moment. What have I been saying?
Us, bro. We are way more entertaining than y'all. And y'all try to say, no, y'all the real fighters. How? If we came outside, I could kill you.
Damn.
I'm not saying I want to kill you or want to take you off this earth. But really.
Buckwheat was right. It's about entertainment. These guys are weenies. This super thug. Look at that. I don't want to see that.
Realistically, I will kill you if we fought. Hand-to-hand combat. Boxers, y'all gotta quit. All right? Y'all will get your ass whooped by somebody that is a UFC fighter. Because I heard Shakur also say, oh, hey, then let's fight then to Ilya Taporia.
Tell him come fight me.
He's a crazy boxer, bro.
I don't.
Tell him come fight me. Nah, this guy's a weenie, bro. This boy would destroy Cripford. Do-Rag Warrior is cooking. He said, you a hoe. I gotta play that.
Because you worried about your little record, you want to blame it, well, it's the art of boxing. Or, I just want to show my jab all night. You a hoe. You a hoe.
You a hoe. And then you get on these shows, you look at X, you see Instagram, and all it is constant glazing of that shit they know that's boring. It's like this big booty chick that you know is ugly, but they keep trying to be like, oh, she bad. Oh my God. Look at that ass. Like she's butt ugly. You keep trying to convince me someone butt ugly is hot just because they have a big ass. They keep trying to shove this shit down your throat. But anyway, haha, like that daughter that came back begging. Exactly. You a hoe. Oh, you want to protect your little record. See, man, that's the crazy thing is that I will get called out. Everybody with a lighter complexion will get called out, right? Virgil Ortiz told Crawford to come in the ring after the Maurice hooker, but he was terrified of Ortiz. T-shirt, do-rag, mean I did. Yeah, the do-rag is kind of, I don't know, it's cringe. It's a little bit cringe. I mean, it was cringe. I didn't really know what was going on until I seen that, and then I seen him clown Shakira. But nobody's buying it, man. Nobody's buying it. Nobody gives a fuck. A week later, people are calling him out. So, now they're talking about, do you want Canelo Crawford too? Ryan Garcia should heat up, right? It should heat up next week. We need to keep the pressure on Andrew Kane. Who is that? Dude, sometimes you guys know more than me, you know what I'm saying? Do you want Crawford Canelo too? Well, Crawford's already retired. He's talking about he's not coming back for any amount of money. More simp shit, you know what I'm saying? Just simp shit, man. Davina Hanke saying no. Shakira, they're not fighting their brothers. It's just, I don't know, man. Boxing has lost its way, man. Shakira didn't grow up in the hood. Yeah, and then when they're on these podcasts like Aiden Ross, they talk like, oh yeah, man, yeah. They just get like these one-word basic answers, and there's no personality. It's like dead. It's like pulling teeth trying to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? There's like no like graspable emotion. There's just like nothing you can pull. It's just like trying to be too cool for school. You know what I'm saying? But that's the world we live in. We have to accept it. Kane Crip behavior. This is the boxing world, though. This is what we get, man. We just have to get on Frank Bay. We have to talk about it. No do-rag, no Canelo life, Canelo voice. Yeah, man. But we've been going about an hour. It's been a good segment. Does anybody else want to hop on, talk some boxing? There's been the Earl Spence. The Earl Spence shit has been cracking. I don't know if it's legit. I guess Usyk is gonna fight a kickboxer. Is that what people are talking about? You guys are talking about Kane. Crawford has a new bitch. I think I seen something like that. Rob, Pigeon is here. Hit the link, Phil. Who's Phil? That's Pigeon, right? Pigeon said he's working for that money. Pigeon likes to eat the strange, man. I said, Pigeon, yo, who the hell are you eating? Who are you going down on, Pigeon? That's what I want to know. These guys, man, they go down on anything. Listen, no one likes Kane Dude's career. Okay. You know what I'm saying? They're illiterate. Well, that's what I did yesterday. Read the expose, right? Shakir Twitterson and the WBC beef. Mauricio Suleiman getting slammed. He's really getting killed in the media. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, man. What else do we got going on? Like I said, Navarrete, and Nunes, right? That's going on. We got like I said, Hitchinson's and Duarte. That's probably the fight that I'm most looking forward to. Gary Anton Russell is going to be fighting Hiroka. People say that's going to be a good fight. I am going to take Bud New Grill, just show him how it feels to be thieved. Man, I'm telling you, you guys are hilarious, bro. I sometimes I think I'm funny, but I am not as funny as you guys. What else we got going on? There's still the Boots and Virgil. There's been no word yet. They were dick teasing us, right? Saying it was gonna happen, then it's not gonna happen. Shit, man. Pigeon. Again? I thought you had to work, man. Is it the real one though? Hold on. 1 second, Pigeon. I just gotta, people impersonate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Now I'm back, bro. I'm just saying that Kane was a piece of shit, bro. Kane.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He was the guy that ran in the ring against Brandon Figueroa against Nick Ball.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit, bro. Listen, everybody here, we hate him, bro.
Oh, okay.
I like that guy, bro.
You're apologizing for your brethren?
No. Listen, I'm not English, so I'm not apologizing for him at all. Like, I'm a Catholic guy. I live in the UK, but I'm not an Anglo. So I'm not apologizing for him at all. He has nothing in common with me. I'm just saying that he was running into the ring against Brandon Figueroa's team. He's lucky Figueroa's team, they didn't actually react to him because they would have kicked the shit out of him, bro. He's got like a broken hand. The guy's got a broken hand. His career's over. He's just simping on Nick Ball, who's kind of a midget. Very, very, very sad, pathetic individuals, bro. Very sad dudes, bro.
It gets emotional, but he didn't have to kick. I mean, they said that the announcers had said that they felt he was celebrating too much.
Listen. The English, when they win, they celebrate like crazy. So that was an excuse. That was a lie. Basically, but Brandon Figueroa wasn't even celebrating that much. He wasn't even celebrating the guy. He was just like, yeah, I won. That's nice. He wasn't even celebrating. Like that Andrew Kane, I never liked him. I never liked that guy.
Is he
never
a fighter?
liked that guy.
Is that he's an ex-fighter?
No, he's a guy who still fights, but he broke his hand, and his career's over. Andrew Kane, his hand's broken, bro. So basically, he broke his hand because he's got weak DNA. He hasn't got good calcium in his body. Can't fight. He hasn't got the ability of a Mexican to throw hands. So listen, he just tip-tapped his way to like 19 wins, this Andrew Kane. And then when he sees a real guy like Figueroa destroy his little midget friend, who he thought was like the British Inoue, he got in his feelings. Do you know what? Sometimes I think these Mexican boxers are too nice. They're too nice. If that what Figueroa's team should have done to Andrew Kane, they should have run over there and beat the living shit out of him, bro. That's my opinion.
That would have been funny, right?
They should have beat the living shit. I better go back to work, bro. My boss is stressing me out again, bro.
Well, go make that money, dude. Don't fuck it over for Frank Bay. But I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Salute.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime.
Salute, bro.
Anytime, bro. There it is, Pigeon, man. Keeping it real. 100. So here's Duarte. Ooh, golly. I remember this. You guys remember this? Oh! Damn, he got cooked. He got fucking cooked. There it is, man. There it is, Duarte. That's the fight that I'm most looking forward to. Damn, like that? Why are you talking shit? I thought I just had you on. Wow. Pigeon. I didn't see that coming. That's messed up. Whoa, exactly. Damn. Chilling at home now, bro. Was at a casino. That's right. That's right. So you guys looking forward to Duarte? Can he pull it off against Hitchison? I think he's going to be a big underdog. You know what I'm saying? A big underdog. There was one more thing I wanted to show. Let's, oh, okay. I don't know what you Pigeon, man. You know, you got more jokes than anybody. You know what I'm saying? He's a joker. He's a joker. That guy's a joker. But at least he's funny. You know what I'm saying? I am not a legend. You can't compare me to you, Pigeon. You are a legend. Nobody trolls. Nobody has a fake Frank Bay account. Well, that's Pigeon. Can you do that for me? Make a Frank Bay troll account like you're me and say crazy shit. That's when you know you're a legend. This is look at this weenie. The weenie of the day. This is Aiden Ross. They said somebody said, oh, that's John Blaze. Aiden Ross almost punches as hard as Shakur Stevenson, man. Get these dudes with baby hands out of boxing. So this is John Blaze showing us Aiden Ross punching.
2, 1.
What the hell is that? Did he? It's like he was throwing a paper plane. 2, 1.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, let's see what you got. It's hard, right? Let's see what you got. Wait, I got 490. No way.
Wow, that's crazy.
2, 1.
Wow, those are weenie baby hands. Oh shit. That's where we're gonna end it. Want to thank everybody. Thank you guys. John Blaze, Pigeon, the legend, Bulbous, Chitlin Distributor. Who else? Mexican Boxing, Technique, Morb DC, Du Matador, all the real ones. You know we keep it cooking. Next week is the big fight. Really good card. Eric Gomez. Right? Really good card coming up. Hope everybody buys it. I hope the Ryan Garcia shows up and brings everybody to tears. You know they're gonna be in tears if he wins. Lion Ryan, crying Ryan, right? Will the Aztec Warrior win? Will the Aztec Warrior be the best? You know he outdo Ryan Garcia. Should be a good card though. Should be a good week of boxing. This week there's nothing going on. So with that, Frank Bizet, we're gonna be out. Peace.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Frank Bay Boston talking boxing shit. Say you got a